Name one thing on your bucket list. Like before you kick the bucket, name one thing that you got to do.
Before I die.
Before you die.
Call it what it is. Before I die.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Before I die, I want to go skydiving, but I want to be.
It's fun. It's so fun. It's amazing.
I feel like if I'm preparing to die anyways, I will be more in the mood to do it. No, you can't. Nope.
Skydiving this summer with a GoPro?
No.
Do you know how viral that would go?
I won't be doing that. Adam, and maybe,
Why?
I don't know if we can.
I'll do it with you.
I don't know if we can find it, but you and I did some new ride at Wonderland years ago for Virgin.
Yeah.
And I screamed it's not good content.
It wasn't even like
it's like guttural. It's not good content.
You don't want to do this?
Absolutely not.
I would die to go skydiving again.
Would you come? Hang on. Would you take me?
Yeah, I would go.
Together?
Yes, I've done it. I love it. It's incredible. It's the most insane experience.
As long as it's not playoffs. Yeah. Will you go?
I think you should.
No, not me. I should.
I'm in. No, you're going with me.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
We'll go together.
Yeah, because I want a GoPro on your head the whole way. I want you mic'd up. I want a GoPro. I want to know everything about it.
Will you drive?
Will I drive? I can drive.
I'm passenger princess.
So that's a good one. I like that.
Yeah, but I only want to do it if I'm about to die anyway. Because I don't think it's very common for people to die while skydiving, but I think it'll be me.
I like
it'll
that.
be me that just smokes the ground.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
You like
I like
that I'm going to die when skydiving.
Because you're going to go and you're going to love it and you're going to be like, I don't know what I was so afraid of. Like people have been doing it for 100 years. They got it down to a pretty good side.
I know, but I know some people when they get sober, they get really into extreme stuff. And I've only got into like home renovation. And I feel like that's where I need to sit.
Is that where you feel comfortable?
I don't know anything about moderation.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's all or nothing with me. So I feel like I'm going to get into it and then that's going to be my entire life. And then I'm just going to like live in the sky. And that's not a good place to be either.
Okay. Now, so mine is scuba diving. I want to do like Great Barrier Reef. Have you ever done that?
No. We don't know enough about the sea to be down there as much as we are.
How are we going to find out more if we don't go down?
Mind our business is what we're going to do.
So you're afraid of the ocean?
Well, I love the ocean, but I love the ocean for 20 feet of depth.
You don't want to go down and see all the fish and whatever. Last time I was in Mexico, we did like a full snorkel tour. And it was amazing. And there's like sea turtles and manta rays and it was amazing.
No, I don't want to. I find things like dolphins to be slippery. And I find sea creatures to be very rubbery.
Steph just got back from the Cayman Islands. She was on vacation last week. What did you kiss?
I kissed a stingray. Yeah, we swam with them. They're also very slimy.
Why would you?
Stingray a big old kiss.
I think you were embezzling money, but that's who goes to the Cayman Islands? Go BRB, just go in the Caymans.
Sorry, Marconi, no taxes this year.
Yeah, right after the election, that's an odd time. I don't want to kiss any sea creatures, and I don't want to know about what's going on down there because it's very dark, very spooky. And there are that's the thing. It's like outer space. We don't know enough, and I don't want to know more because I also think that the sea deserves to be mysterious. And I think that we are being very, very entitled by going down there. And I think that you are entitled little scuba diver. That's what I think. I'm sorry I'm bashing your dream. You're like, wow, let me take you to the sky.
And I'm so supportive of yours. No, I'm like, I'll go with you.
I know, but I just find I find it to be spooky down there. How deep are you going?
I don't know, 40, 50 feet. I think that's where you go, right? Like anything deeper than that, it's probably pretty dark and cold. I just want to be able to see what you see on David Attenborough documentaries, here's the fun, crazy fish.
Okay, so you want to go
an eel and here's there's a shark, but he's too small to eat you.
Go to Ripley's. It's down the road. Just go to fucking Ripley's.
We do have an aquarium in Toronto.
Go there.
No, but I want to be in the tank. I want to be in the tank at Ripley's.
Can we reach out to Ripley's and
see?
They
cannot put you in the tank.
I bet they could. I bet there's a way to put you in the water.
No.
Can we reach out to Ripley's?
I'll make some calls.
Yeah. Okay, Adam.
Hey, can we swim in your tank?
No, but I bet there's something.
No, it's like a delicate ecosystem. They can't just put me in there.
No, but I bet they have a side tank.
A side tank? I don't want to be in the side tank. I want to be in the ocean.
I don't want to lose you to the sea.
You're not going to lose me to the sea.
You're the love of my life.
All right. Here's another question.
Okay.
Have you ever had to hide? And when you did hide, where did you hide?
What is it? Who's that from?
Have you ever had to hide?
What does that mean?
I have had to hide before. I've had to hide. You ever had to hide? Like you've been out, and usually it's when you're a teenager and you've done something bad, and then you go and you hide. Like, you know, you were out partying when you shouldn't have been or whatever.
I've made myself not seen. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What'd you do? What happened?
I was in a fight.
You were in a fight?
Like a little bit of a scuffle. And I knew that my actions were going to be seen as, I got into a fight with a girl in high school because she stole my friend's shoes. And then we got into a bit of a fist fight. And then like, I left because I knew I was going to get suspended. And when I came back, I got suspended. So I hid for a bit.
And then got suspended?
Well, yeah, and I deserved it. And she shouldn't have stole the shoes, but also like...
Did she get suspended for stealing the shoes?
I think she did too.
Okay, good.
And she's like, I know her family, like she seems lovely, but like I hope she's doing well. But like she shouldn't have stole the shoes and I shouldn't have thought it was my job
step in and
start
catching these fists here. Like just throwing haymakers. I don't even think
it was like fists. I think the only move I knew was to hockey pull.
The jersey?
Yeah.
Where you pull it over their
head.
And
she definitely won. She took out my nose ring.
Oh
yeah.
That must have hurt.
Got me right in the face so hard that my nose ring came out. I don't know if I should put this in the show. Yeah. But it was the only fight I've ever been in. I was scared. And then I hid. And it was like lunch hour. So you can't hide very far from Woodlawn High.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you didn't expect that.
No, I was not expecting that. That's so much better than my story.
I was so scared. Where'd you hide?
So we had a...
Oh, it's too cool.
I grew up in Scarborough along Lake Ontario. And there we discovered towards the end of our teens that like, oh yeah, there's like a beach there. But Lake Ontario, when I was growing up, is not the Lake Ontario of today.
It's much different, right?
Everybody was like, it's dirty. Don't ever go in there. Like I had primary school teachers like, if you swim in there, your feet will turn purple. Literally, like tell me. And so they've cleaned up the lake significantly, and people swim in it all the time. And it was probably fine back then. But we used to go to the beach and have bonfires because there'd be all this driftwood.
Bad boy bonfire guy.
And we'd have a bonfire and like, you know, somebody bring like a case of beer, and we probably weren't of the age. We were probably like 17, 18. And it was amazing. Like it'd be a beautiful summer night.
Yeah.
And we'd have this gigantic bonfire, and some neighbor down the road is like, there's a fire on the beach and I am not okay. It's like in the middle of a beach. There's no way that this fire is going to spread. And
that narc.
And there was a new police detachment like station that was built around the time I finished high school. And these cops, like there was not much going on in my neighborhood. These guys didn't have much to do. So whenever something happened in the neighborhood, there'd be like 6 cruisers. So anyway, we find out where somebody goes for a pee, and it's interesting because there was in where I grew up in Scarborough.
Oh no,
at
we're just
Port
pissing
Union,
in the woods. Why'd the cops come? Like Adam, like
at Port,
accountability.
at Port Union, there is a slip where you drop your boat. We also used to play like ice hockey there in the winter, and it's where the train goes by. So it's underneath a train bridge.
Okay.
And so you basically come down this slip and you hook out, and there's no houses or anything nearby. It's literally the Scarborough Bluffs and beach, and that's it. And nobody's there. It's a very rocky sort of beach. And so we're like, this is great. Nobody can see us. We're not bugging anyone. We can be as loud as we want, and nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
So of course somebody narcs on us, and so my friend who was peeing was like, they're coming, and there's like 6 or 7 of them. And so we had to boot it into the bluffs, and this was it's a shorter part of the bluffs.
God, Adam.
But we had to climb the bluffs to get away, and we used to have bush parties next to the bluffs, right? So, but we had to climb up a smaller part of the bluffs, and I'm talking, this wasn't easy, right? Like Adam, this was like 30, 40 feet.
You say like you say that your story's less bad. You were on the run from the police.
Yes, I was
in the bush.
I mean, all they were gonna do was say, "Go home. We'll drive you home." Like these guys were chill. Like they were not like
criminal Adam. Let me stick with
drive my friends home all the time.
Let me stick with the narrative that you were a criminal bad boy high school guy.
Yeah. Well,
oh my God. And did they ever catch up?
No.
Oh,
no, some of the
fast.
people that just didn't want to climb, again, like I said, the cops would be like, all right, guys, like we're putting out the fire and we're going to drive you home. And we won't tell your parents, just don't lip off.
Yeah.
If you lipped off to them, then they were like, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
But if you don't swear at us or whatever, then we'll drive you home and like, let's
So you
call it a night.
You didn't resist arrest.
I just left.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to be here for this. On the off chance that my mother sees a police cruiser pull into her driveway and I'm grounded forever, I'm not wrecking my last year of high school over this. So we went and we climbed, and scrapes and bruises and all that stuff, but we felt pretty cool about ourselves. And
oh my God.
yeah.
Adam, okay,
Yeah.
between this and thinking about your long hair, very Hawkeye episode.
Very
Hawkeye episode. Quarter zip or not.
Yeah, I
like
know,
I'm
right?
into it.
Full
oh my
dad era
God.
with the quarter
Okay,
zips.
well-
2 weeks in a row.
Let's make a deal that we're going to go skydiving and not get arrested.
I like that. I like it.
Oh
So
my
here,
God.
let me ask you this.
Yeah.
What's your recommendation for this week?
My recommendation this week has to be, it's this small podcast. It's called The Duchess of Sussex's
Stop.
first
No.
ever
No, it's the Jamie Kern
first
Lima
ever
show.
podcast episode.
Yeah.
No, I want to have a recommendation from you, but you're going to make fun of me because I haven't been watching anything besides Girls, because I'm going to finish Girls. I'm going to finish this
So
awful.
you can't do multiple shows concurrently?
Absolutely not. No, I can't do 2 shows at once.
Okay.
Yeah. But I'm watching Girls, hate watching Lena Dunham.
Mhm.
And I have to finish. I thought there was 5 seasons.
It's
There's
6.
6.
And the last season makes no sense.
God.
They're in like a cottage or something. I don't get it.
But besides that, yeah, I'm not listening or watching anything
Okay.
besides the Adam Wild and Jacks podcast.
That is a shame.
Okay. What?
The only thing you're consuming right now in pop culture is Girls.
Listen, it's been a weird time. Okay. It's been a weird time for me. And I just need something to shut my brain
All
off
right.
to.
All right.
Okay.
So for me, and Jax is not going to get this, but for a
Whoa.
Star Wars fan, you will. Andor. Andor is one of the greatest Star Wars shows I've ever seen. My wife is all the way in on this. It's so good. And here's the thing, they're releasing episodes 3 at a time. So you still get the feeling of binging,
Got them all. Yeah.
but you don't get to watch the whole season.
I gotta see what Yoda's up
You're
to.
the worst.
Oh,
you are so
yeah.
missing out on this.
I love Yoda.
Tell her in the comments
I
how
lo-
good Andor is.
I love Yoda.
Tell her in the comments. Tweet Jax, message her and be like, Andor rocks, you're wrong.
Han Solo.